Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
How are you this morning? How are you this morning?
Good, sir.
So how many students are in this room? Only 4, yeah? So Adelia, did you take performance measurement? Don't you?
Yes, sir.
Not taking magang or
No, sir.
no?
No, sir.
Are you in Sintang or in Pontianak? Adelia,
Pontianak, sir.
Pontianak. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start now. So I have posted the book on WhatsApp group. Yeah. So the title is Performance Management. Yeah. Performance Management through working place coaching. Yeah. So have you downloaded the books and read the book? So there are how many chapters others in this book? How many chapters? Yeah, 9 chapters. Yeah. Yeah. So the chapter has short description about the topic. The first chapter is managing people. Yeah. And the second chapter is getting started. Yeah. And the third is preparing to coach people. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Before we start, please let you say a opening comment, please. So why you enter the Zoom meeting today, and today today's topic is introduction. Yeah, and we can divide assignments, and then what we are going to do in this semester in related to our course performance management. Okay, please from Willa Sola, please.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. My name is Vila Gracia. I'm in a good condition today. So today is the second lecture of performance management. I hope that today's class can give us a new insight, and also hopefully our discussion later can run well. So our topic today is about managing people. In my opinion, to create a good performance, so what organization needs to do is organize and manage the work activities of their people. For example, like give their employee training, designing jobs in a way that fits the technology they use in today's era, as well as the environment in which they operate, and also business goals and objective. And I think this must be conducted so that the employees know what is expected from them and how their future development will occur. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, and Tiffany.
Hey, hello, good morning, sir, and all my friends. My today's condition is very good, and I'm feeling very fresh this morning. And the purpose of me joining today's Zoom meeting class is mainly because I want to learn, obviously, about performance management, to be precise, and to gain more knowledge about it. The topic that we're going to discuss in our first Zoom meeting class is about people management. And what I know about it is that basically managing a performance people management is about managing people in the workplace, making sure that they are provided for and have everything they need to get their jobs done. However, people management is much more than that. It's about paying attention to and caring for employees. This could mean looking after their well-being, compassionately helping them overcome their problems, or inspiring them to do their best work and strive to meet their personal and professional development goals. That is all from my opening comments, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, come. And then Adelia.
All right. So good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. My name is Adelia. So this is our first meeting for Zoom meeting for performance management subject in sixth semester. Performance management itself is one of important thing to learn, especially we as a HRM student. With the purpose of the class, we got know how to ensure that the ways we do a job or activity are effective or efficiently yet or still do we need to improve it again? And I hope that our discussion on this matter later will run well. Thank you.
Okay. Tasha Alfia.
Yes, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, sir, and good morning, everyone. So my name is Tasya Rabiatul Alpia. Now I'm good condition. So today we first meeting in Zoom class meeting to performs management subject. So I think in my opinion, managing people is important, especially to be a good leader. So if we can good managing people, so can be influenced with performs employees. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. Evani. So you have just come into this room. It is Zoom. Hello, Evani.
Okay. Wait. Hello. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. Hello. It's really good to meeting you again. My name is Fanny. So this is our first Zoom meeting for this class. It's performance management. I really happy to glad and know about to meet again with all of you. And I think it's performance management itself is very important for me because my purpose to learn this because I want to get know more about the people management and then also focus on HRM, and I hope that I can ensure that the ways we do when we learn about the activity and also about how to manage people, it really will be help me in the future to improve my skills like that. And as I know about the performance management or managing people in the workplace, it is like it will be like to making sure that they are provide for have everything they need to get their job done. And I think successful people management involve the hiring and also training for the right employees, right? That and I think that's also.
Okay, good. So today's topic is managing people. So there are two words, managing people, yeah, managing and people. So let us discuss together what is the relationship between managing people and performance. Okay, so the topic is managing people. So there are two words, managing and people. So that, yeah. So what is the relationship between managing people and performance? So performance management and managing people. So what is the relationship between these two?
For me, I think that when we can manage people and when we have the right way to manage people and in a good way, I will involve them to do a performance like this. So to make sure that when we are for example, that I manage a Tiffany how to do this, and like this, and I treat her with the good training and also training and also and or any things like that, it will be if mendorong or will push Tiffany to do performance. I think it's like this for my opinion.
What about you, Adelia? What is your opinion?
Yes, I think same with Irfani. So while the manager manage his subordinates or his employee, it can make their employees to increase their performance with effectively and efficiently. I think that's all from me.
Okay, and about Tasha, what is your opinion?
I think same with all people, sir.
Yeah.
Because I agree if to be a good must to be great to role in organization, sir.
Yeah. Okay, and about Tiffany?
In my opinion, managing people has its relationship with performance, since the purpose of managing people is that we want to make the performance better in the first place. And I think that the managers who manage their employees or the coworkers is that they have to know who is the person that they are going to manage first, to know them better, and then they have to know what is their goal, what is their purposes, what is their the end goal of their work, so that the managers can lead them and manage them well, so that the performance can do the employee performance can be better day by day.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then what about Willa? What about you?
I think I have the same opinion with the other, but I want to add some. So I think that performance management and people management have a huge relationship with each other. Like performance management can be a process that be a media for the managers and also the leader in the company in order to have a good communication and give a feedback for their employee. Because when we want to manage people, actually, like Tiffany said, we need to know their goals and also we need to know their vision and mission, whether they have the same mission and vision with our company goal or not. That's all from me, sir.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
So I told you that's the what managing people consists of two, what managing and people. So Ipani, so when we talk about managing, what is in your mind? So when we talk about managing, yeah, so many people, it consists of two words, yeah, managing and people. So now we talk about managing, the word managing, is that? So when you talk about the word managing, what is in your mind? What does this?
Irfani,
Yeah, Ipani. Okay.
I think when it's talking about
Managing.
managing, about when we like well, mengatur or manage something
Yeah,
to get to apa ya, to align with the or our purpose, like yeah,
okay.
with the some purpose, I think.
Okay. And what Adelia?
Like coordinations or like like that, sir.
Yeah. Okay. And about you, Adelia? When we talk about managing, what is in your mind?
I think same again with Irfani. So managing is a part of the way we manage people or arrange people to do the job well.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. How about Tiffany? What about you?
Most of people have a wrong perception that managing is the same with controlling. But in my opinion, managing is not about controlling. We are not fully controlled on what they're going to do, but we just help to shape them on telling them what is the right thing to do and what is the wrong thing that they're not going to do. So it's basically just lead and help them to be a better person. I think that is, sir.
Okay. And how about you, Villa Siola?
I think managing is more about like handle someone and also lead someone to become a better version of them, like the soft skill of them, and also they can improve their performance in the company.
Yeah. Okay. And how about Elisa? Are you in, Elisa?
Yes, sir.
And what about you?
Managing is a social process involving responsibility for economic and effective planning.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Okay. So when you are the manager in your company, okay, of course you have people, yeah, you must meet your people, right? And then so of course you manage your people in order that your people can get good performance or the best performance, yeah, and then they can contribute to your company. So it's mean that good performance obtained by your people depends on how good your planning is, right? So how good your planning is, and then how good is your leadership, yeah, how good your leadership is. So if you have bad leadership, yeah, and bad planning, it is impossible for you to make your people have good performance. Yeah. So when we talk about the word managing, it means the first is planning. So I think you have remembered the performance management process, right? So that's the performance process. When we studied expand human resource management or human resource management, talk about performance process. It means the first you must have planning first, and then you must have expectation, and then you must monitor expectations, right? And then you must rate the expectation. Expectation means expectation from the people, right? And then if you rate and if it's good, you must reward them, so right? Reward the expectations, right? It is the problem. So planning and providing leadership. So when we talk about management, the first is planning, and leadership or controlling, so right? Leader. So leadership style so also affects the performance, right? The performance of the company. So when you are manager and you have bad leadership, and your people will not work well, and when they won't work well for you because you have bad leadership styles like that. Okay. Do you understand? The output of planning is plans, right? Planning is the process to do the act of the act of planning, and then the output of planning is plan, right? So you must have a good plan or a good planning. So when you look at it, when you survey or look at the company, and the company has bad performance, you can look at the leadership, in the company. Sometimes so the managers or the management with bad leadership will have bad performance, so right? And why? Because the people don't work well, so they don't contribute the performance to the company. Okay, it is about managing, so right? Planning, organizing, actuating, and controlling, so right? This is the function of management, so right? How to manage your people. So it is not easy to manage people. The theory, it is easy to say, but it's difficult to do, so right? It is not easy to push people. It's not easy to push people, or to motivate people. It's not easy, so right? To encourage people is not easy. Difficult. So we need an art. So management is an art and science, right? So when you are manager, so it's must you must have good art and good science, right? Art is mean that you must be able to deal with your people, how to solve the problems, right? How to meet their needs and wants, so they can work well for you, right? And also you must study how to manage the people, right? How to have a good planning, how to organize your people, so that's how to actuate and how to control. It is also science. So because management is studied in universities, right? Management is a science. Okay. And now I come back to Ipan again. So when you talk about people, what is in your mind? There's many people. So we have talked about management, right? Managing. And then now we talk about people. What is in your mind when we talk about people? What should the people have in order to get the best performance in Etu? Okay, please, Pak Irvani. Hello, Irvani. Okay, please.
But people in my mind.
People. So you must think that you are in a company, at a workplace, not at home, is that right? It's meant at workplace.
People should be the employees. Like should be right.
Yeah, that's right.
And they are the most important assets for the company, because without the peoples, without the employees, yes, the company wouldn't be like having productivity ratings. Like
Okay. So, okay. Adelia, what's your opinion?
So people can increasing their skill of of I'm sorry. So people can increase their performance or skill, can be developing their skill by learning, or maybe at the workplace they follow their manager, because manager is their is like their coach, right? So maybe they can learn from their manager, I think.
Okay. How about Tiffany?
What I think about people is that people is obviously a human being. We as human has our own characteristics, our own traits, goals, desires, purposes in life, and how can people be managed. I think that first of all, the person itself has to be the desire or intention that she or he wants to be managed first. If that person doesn't want to be managed, then it's a hard thing for us to manage them as a manager. So that first of all, the people must have the intention or desire that he or she wants to be managed, and then we can, by that, we as the managers can help and manage them to be a better employee, for example. I think that is it.
Okay. How about Vilasula?
I think people means that it is in a company, it is a human resources that is one of the matter that is important and also the key that determine the development and the success of the company itself, sir. So if we have a good employee with a good skill in the company, I think it can likely to add the company's worth and also the profitability of the company. And that's all from me.
Okay. Elisa? Hello, Elisa. Okay, people, yeah. So when we talk about people, people is refers to employees, right? It can people can be manager, it can be workers, yeah, or employees, right? It's people. So if your people want, if you want to make your people have good performance, so it means that your people must have expectation first, right? Yeah, must have goal, expectation. What is the expectation? Yeah, and you as a manager, you must know your people expectation, and you try to meet the expectations, right? And then of course and then also they must also have proper skill like professionalism, so right? They must be professional, so right? In order to get their performance, yeah, they must have skill, knowledge, so right? So we have studied knowledge management, yeah. So you as a manager must manage your people's knowledge, right? You must put your people to the right place, the right man on the right place, right? This is still you must manage your people knowledge, yeah, yeah. And then talent management, right? Yeah, so you must be able to manage your people's talents, right? Every company, every employees in the company has talent, yeah, has their own talent, yeah. So you must know how to manage them, so yeah, what is their talent, what is the not well, what skill they have, right? What capability they have, so right? It is professionalism. And then so of course you as a manager must give them your people responsibilities, right? Your people must have responsibilities, yeah. If they have no responsibility, how can they have performance, right? Yeah. So of course you must also need responsible employees, yeah, responsible people, yeah, to get performance. So your people must be responsible, right? Or must have responsibility as people, yeah. So when you talk about people, it means that the people must have expectation and that the and professionalism, yeah, and then responsibility. It's about people, yeah. So you must manage so many people. So what that is mean managing people? So you must manage the expectations, right? You must manage their position. You must manage their responsibility and manage their knowledge, right? It is the managing people, how to make people, right? It is, and then performance, yeah. So you manage your people in order to have good performance. So when you talk about performance, what is in your mind, Irfani? When we talk about performance, what is in your mind when you talk about performance? What is in your mind?
When we are doing something like productivity or any things that will apa ya, wait, performance is something that when we do like activity or the employees do the activity and also the productivity to support the organizations or employees like this.
Okay. Okay, good. And what about Adelia? What about you? What is your opinion about performance?
Performance itself, it's how individual do the activity or some job that given.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the individual itself need to know how they can do the job or activity with well.
Yeah.
And that's all.
Okay, and what tip ini?
I think that performance is how someone carrying out their tasks or work. It could be bad, it could be good, depending on how they do it, sir.
Okay, good. And then Elisa? And about Vilasola?
Yes, sir.
Elisa, please, Elisa.
It's the process of ensuring the asset activity and input meeting on organization goals in effective and efficient manner.
Okay. And Vilasola?
For the performance, yes.
Yeah, performance.
Okay, so I think performance is like a process that need to be carried out in the company in order to like improving the organizational performance. Also, it is good to form an individual and team performance in the company itself.
Okay. Yeah, performance refers to the feedback, yeah, the feedback given by your people, so that feedback and clear expectation, the output. When you work in the marketing department, what is the performance of the marketing department? What is the measurement of the performance in marketing department? Do you know? Do you know the marketing performance? What is the measurement for the marketing performance? So when you work for marketing department, what is the feedback of your people? Maybe the number of customers. Yeah? So when the department can get a lot of customers, is also this one of the performance. Yeah, connected by the departments. Right? When it refers to the finance, is also the profits. Profit was a performance, yeah, made by the companies, right? It's the performance, it's the outputs or the feedback, yeah. What is done by your people in the companies, right? Okay, now you are still a student in Tanjung Pura University, and of course this story also relate to your activities, right? So you must manage yourself, yeah, not your people, manage yourself, yeah, in order to get performance, yeah. Performance you study, so you must also have a good planning, so that, yeah, you must have good planning, and then you must also have expectations, you know, of your studies, right? What is your expectation in your study? What is your expectation in your study? Yeah, of course you must have good grade, the best grade, yeah. It's your expectation, you guys, right? And then of course, so when you have good expectation, it is your feedback. And now we talk about development. So as a manager, you must also develop your people, so that develop your organization, so that develop your company. Yeah. So when we talk about development, what is in your mind? Now from Villa Solar Professor, when we talk about development, what is in your mind? So it means that you run a company, of course you must develop your company. So that, and you must also develop your people. So when you talk about development, what is in your mind? Yeah.
I think development is something like a process that can help our employees in order to maintain and improving their skills, and also it can maintain their organizational abilities.
Yeah.
So in other words, it means that we by development, it can improve the person to become the better version of them in terms of skill.
Yeah. Okay. Good. And about Elisa? Okay. No comment. Tasha?
Yes, sir. So, in my opinion about develop, every company or organization must to be developed, because if organization develop, can be to get a process growing to every employers. So make a develop standard to get a process like in a role in organization to get a goals in company or organization, sir.
Okay. And about Ifani?
For me, I think it's when we talk about development, it could be like what a process to it's about a growth, it's about progress, and it's about a positive change that in our life. For example, that when I feel that I could be do something that I never do, that I never can do, and since I joining this organization, since I joining this company, I already developed, and it's something that we feel that we are improved for the something that we think that we never could be like that, sir.
Yeah. And how about Adelia? How about you, Adelia?
So development itself is the way or process that carried on by individual to develop their potential, skill, or their performance to do some.
Okay. And how about Tiffany?
Development, I think that development is about the process on how the managers help the employees to get into the higher level or the better stage of their work, their work experience. And by doing that, of course there must be some trainings to do so. And that by development is so that the employees can develop and grow, and maybe they can get the promotion, for example. I think that is, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So all of your answers are correct. So it's mean that it isn't if you want to do the diploma, so you must do the continuous improvements, right? Yeah, continuous improvement. Yeah, continuous improvement. So you must do improvement every time. Yeah. So you must be able to adapt to the situation. Yeah, it's adaptability, right? So yeah, so this is the way how to do development of your organization, to do continuous improvement. Like you also must do the continuous improvements, right? Yeah, studying, right? If you have got your degree, you must also still study, right? Not stop studying, right? It's mean that you do the continuous improvement of yourself, right? Yeah, never stop studying. So continue to study, study. Okay, and also you can in a company, so you can do mentoring people, right? You can mentor your people. Yeah, you must be a coach. You must be a coach for your people. Yeah, you must tell the people how to do something, right? So the people will know how to do something, right? It is mentoring, your mentoring or coaching, right? And then you can also work shadowing. Yeah, so you can spend time with the top performer. Yeah, you can learn from them how to be a top performer, right? And then you can do job rotation, yeah, to reduce boredom, job rotations, right? Yeah, and then exchange, yeah, and then you can input your people into the projects, to do something, so that this is the way how to do. There are many ways to do the development of the lesson, and you can increase your people skill by sending them to the seminar, to the workshops, right? Or to the trainings, right? Yeah, to increase their knowledge, yeah, the skill, etc. This is the way how to develop your company. Okay, on WhatsApp group, I have given some question. Have you read the question on WhatsApp group on performance management? Have you read it? Read them. So what is your
Yes, sir.
okay? who number one will try to give opinion number one. Number one will try to give opinion of number one. So we have been talking about people management. So all the lack of it for over 20 years. The key question we ask was this: why did the management of people never seem to work properly in most of the organizations we had worked in? Yeah, what is your opinion? So there is no wrong answer. Yeah, there's no wrong answer. There is no wrong answer in this question. So yeah. So why did the management of people never seem to work properly? So every company has managed the people, is that, and the management of people never work properly. So why, in your opinion? Who will try first? Will first, maybe? Do you want to try first?
Okay. So in my opinion, I think based on what I read from the book, one of the things that affect the management of people that never seem to work properly is the training system, sir. So most of the company use the traditional people management system. So the company used to send the supervisor, managers, and also their employees like to attend various training courses. But based on the research, it is said that it doesn't seem to have any impact on the performance of the required job in the company itself. So it is said that the most training program is lack of the measurable. So they are evaluated only from the satisfaction measures of the employee that is follow the training. So it is also rarely give a new learning fast and acquired in the workplace. And I think this is certainly one of the reasons why the management of people never seem to work properly in most of the organization, because of the training system itself, because it not work properly in most of the organization. So it is not optimal, and mostly it is irrelevant with the company conditions. And that's all I know.
It's been that the company only just send them to the seminar of training, but the training has nothing to do with the job in the company. So there's no impacts. The training has no impacts. On the job, maybe. So it is the management of people doesn't work properly. And how about Tasha? What is your opinion, Tasha? Say number one. Tasha?
Yes, sir.
What's your opinion?
In my opinion, because not all employees enjoy with work, and not all people to implementation what they got in training to be a good worker.
Okay. And how about Irfani?
I should know that for over 20 years that we talk about the people management, and I think that is because apa sih namanya? Most managers were never properly trained or get educated about how to be a leader, how to be a good leader, and I think it's really affect to their performance, and also affect to their managers or their staff, because if the leader already wrong, should be the followers will be following them, and it will be all of the wrong. I think, sir, it's still the lack of our people management.
Okay. And about Adelia?
In my opinion, the main reason why people never seem to work properly in the most organization is because from the manager itself or the leader, because they maybe never properly trained to manage his subordinates. Leaders or manager often place too much emphasis on performance and not enough on potential to learn more about what to do in both managing or leading. And also maybe the individual itself who work are not give the opportunity to learn and develop their own skill.
Okay. And about Tiffany?
I think that this could happen because there are some difficulties that the manager face on managing the human resources, such as achieving wholehearted cooperation, energy, and commitment from the large numbers of employees is obviously very difficult, and some managers are often unrealistic in their hopes.
Yeah.
And also concepts of concerning the management of large number of people or employee often convey a contradictory message to the manager. So I think that is it.
Yeah, so many people who are sent to do training, for example, to attend the training course or seminar, so have no impact on their performance, yes, because the people do it for job, not seriously, yeah. So or maybe it is experienced by people in the company and everywhere, yeah. And some of them can get a good impact, and some others don't have good impact on their performance, yeah. For example, you have sent to training, but the performance is still bad, so there's no change, yeah, change of the performance after having been sent to the training course. It is sometimes faced by the manager, yeah, in the basis of complaint. Oh, we have sent many people to the training course, but they have nothing, yeah, with his performance, with their performance. Sometimes we face in our companies, right? Okay, so maybe we must find the right methods, the right way to how to make the people have good performance, yeah, not only sending, but the manager must also evaluate, yeah, the way every time, yeah, must improve the way of how to make the people have good performance. Okay, and then the next page mention and explain the 9 principles. So have you read the book? So there are 9 principles of performance management system. What is the first? What is the first principle? You can read the book. On what is the first? What is the first principle? And what about Tiffany first? What is the first principle, Tiffany?
More focus on teams, less individual goals.
Yeah, focus on team. What that is mean? Focus. The first is focus on team. Yeah.
Yes.
What that is mean? Focus on team.
Where the value creation is driven much more by teams than by individuals, and where the increasing complexity of the tasks to be performed makes it almost impossible to manage them outside the team. Performance management must start with the team first.
Yeah, so which is better to do, teamwork or individual? Would you prefer to work in the team or individual?
I prefer to be on a team, sir.
Okay, so why? Why you prefer working in a team?
Because when we work in a team, we have less tasks to do.
Yeah.
Since we divide our tasks equally.
Yeah. Okay. In addition to that, we can also put our head together, yeah, to solve the problem. We can put our heads together to solve the problem, right? Yeah. So if you work individually, so when you have problem, so it will not good, yeah, it will not be good, yeah, because if you cannot solve the problem and you work individually, so you can, no other people will help you how to solve the problems, right? And you have a lot of burdens of work, yes, right? It is not. So we had better work in a team, yeah, but so you must also know how to form a team, to build a team, so right? To build your partners in your team, so right? So that yeah, so you must also look at their knowledge, their interest, right? And so good team is like that, yeah. Okay, what is the second principle, Adelia? What is the second principle of performance management system?
I think performance in the workplace relate not only to the
second principle,
the person corporate.
yeah. The second
Sorry,
principle.
the more
The second.
is most dismissal can be prevented if the manager at all level actively manage their people against the performance standard.
It's the second, yeah.
Yes,
The second.
9 principle.
Okay, the second principle.
Yeah.
Standard. So the manager must set up the standard, the performance standard, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we last, what the third principle?
The third one is a more iterative approachless waterfall, sir.
More interactive.
Approachless
Approachless.
waterfall.
Yeah, what does it mean?
It's like in light of the constantly and rapidly changing circumstances and the increasing complexity of the world, goals must be regularly reviewed and, if necessary, adjusted, like in the interval of 2 until 4 months.
Yeah, so the management must review every time, yeah. So what they have planning, what they have do planning, yeah. So they must review all the time, yeah. Evaluate, do the evaluation, yeah. And then the fourth, Irfani, the fourth principle.
Okay. Fourth is, if I understand, it's about more interdepartmental cooperations, and like as we know that we are at a company, there's a lot of like department, right? And if cross-functional teams can like find the best solutions for the upcoming challenge and their cooperations across the departmental, it will be helping them to build the support environment, and instead of like incentivizing the departmental thinking. And it's really essential to facilitate them to be flexible team and also about the composition and teamwork. Like this.
Okay, so the department in the company must do cooperation, yeah. It means that the manager must be able to communicate with one another, right? Without without good communication, they cannot cooperate. Yeah,
they cannot cooperate and they cannot work as a company.
Okay, good. Okay, and then Elisa, what's the fifth principle, Elisa? Hello, Elisa. No voice. And then Tasha, what is the fifth? Yeah, what is the fifth principle? System.
The cornerstone of best practice people management is regular day-to-day have a feedback and coaching to employees.
What does it mean? Yeah, coaching and regular feedback. Is that?
I think like a training to employees to be a good work and good employees in workplace, sir.
Yeah, so you as a manager, you must ask their feedback, yeah. So
yes, sir.
What's feedback? If your people's feedback is bad, so what should you do? You must coach them, right? As a manager, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, not train them, but coach them. You must be a coach for your people. In the better words, being a coach for your people, right? And then Vilashola, what is the sixth principle, Vilashola?
The sixth one is more regular multi-perspective feedback, like fewer annual performance reviews.
Yeah, what does it mean?
So like if we want to develop ourselves or the employee continuously, we need the regular and honest feedback from the people that can best assess the effects of its own behaviors.
Okay, good. Okay, Adelia, the seventh principle.
The seventh principle is the performance improvement or individual development.
Yeah, what does it mean?
It ensures people are dealt with the professionally in process.
Yeah.
Sir.
Okay, good. And then Tiffany, the eighth principle.
Changing role and team compositions. It is about development takes place not only through explicit learning and further training measures, but also implicitly by taking on changing roles and responsibilities. Performance management must actively promote their flexibility. And this also means that job and role description should be more openly based on overreaching principles such as degree to which responsibility is taken over than on concrete positions.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah. So flexibility is also important. Yeah. Okay, and then if I need the last principle, the ninth principle of
Oh, sorry. It is more of the value creations. As you know that real traditional cascading of goals has so far usually been accompanied by a large number of misery which like one side have been successful procedure and really put the effectiveness test again. And in the future, the value of creator for the company should be the guidings of principle of actions, and they should be accompanied by the courage to remove activities from the list that haven't been identified as a creating value. And I think it is like more to findings what is the value of something of we do like this.
okay, good. Okay, so I have posted two videos, yeah, and the first video and the second video. And then have you watched the first video and what is the topic of this video? How do you find this topic and what does the video teach you? And how about Tasha? Have you watched the video, Tasha?
Yes, sir, but don't have a finish, sir.
About yourself, never mind. What is your opinion about video? What does the video teach you?
So I watch just so I think this video about good manage a people. So I watch this is to teach teach our to be a good manage people, sir.
And how about Willa? Have you watched this video fully?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is your opinion about this video? What's the
I
topic?
think
Yeah.
I think this video is worth to watch, sir, because there are a lot of like core values that I got from it, in order like for me to learn how to lead people. So based on the video, I got that if we want to be a leader, we have to know how to change other people's states. And this video also give 3 steps to be a good chief goals officer. So first, we need to know our employees' one word and credo. It means that we need to know their important core value, like the thing that they stand on and hold. So in order to lead someone, we also need to know their goals, their value, purpose, ambition, and what they care about. Because if we know all of those things, I think we can communicate well with our employees and it can maximize their potential and make them feel motivated. And also the second thing that I learned from the video itself is that we need to understand our employees' ambition. So if we don't understand their goals, then it will become the backfire for us because it can make our employee in a stagnant phase. And the worst case is that there is a huge possibility for them to quit and leave us and the company. And also the third point that I learned from this video is that we need to figure out how we and the employee can run the parallel path together and help them go and be the person that they want to be. So like, even though maybe the employee wants to go off and want to do the things that they want, as the leader, as a good chief goal officer, we need to let them go and feel happy for them because we can be a part of their success. That's all from me, sir.
Okay, good. Yeah, good explanation. Okay. And then Adelia, what about you? Have you watched this video fully?
Yes, I watched
Yeah.
the video. So the video is basically talk about how the leaders to manage a people, and as a leader, they need to know how to change other people mind, and then Secondly, the leaders need to understand the people personality, because it is impossible if we as a leader to manage someone if we even don't know how the idea what don't know what the personality of the people that we are gonna manage, and then maybe they have to know what the specific the person goals desire, or the things that they stress about. I think it's that all.
And about Tiffany?
So the videos basically talk about how a great leaders manage their people, and there are two things that influence. There are two things that influence that we need to keep in mind to influence everyone. First is if we want to be a leader, we have to know how to change other people's states. And if we manage to change the people's states, we are going to change the results that they will get. And secondly, we have to understand what are people's blueprints, what are their values, do they believe, and life is in between what they desire the most and what they fear most. So if we want to influence everyone, we have to know what their specific person's goals, desires, and the things that he or she fearful or stressed about. And influencing someone starts with becoming a chief officer and a chief goal officer. To be precise, we have to know first what their values, their ambition, and the most important thing is that we have to know who they really are. It's impossible to influence someone if we don't even have any idea who we are going to influence her. That is my answer for the fourth question.
Good. Okay. And Tiffany?
What I can learn from this video, it's about the leadership. It's about how we can how we can lead, we can to be great leaders and lead our peoples. And it's really important and essentials to us to be a great leaders, because as like I've said before, that we are fully responsible to our followers and what our decisions and any things that about the decisions or any things, it depends on us. And from this video I learned that how to be a good leader, a great leaders. I think it's this.
Great. Okay, so the last video. What about Adelia? Have you watched the last video fully, Adelia?
Yes, I had
Okay.
watched the
What
video.
can you get from
So the video talk about to manage difficult employee in the workplace without any without any animosity.
Yeah.
So basically in this video focus on the bad behavior of the employee itself. So how to manage the difficult employees is that one, praise before start telling other people about their bad attitude. You must bring them up first. Say something that boosts their mood.
Yeah.
If you are stuck and can find something to complain the person on, you can ask the other colleagues or other employees. Maybe they can help you to handle the problem itself, because what I know is everyone has a different experience. The second the second one is share. Maybe you can praise that someone like you can do this better, something like that. I think that's all from me.
Okay. And about Tasha, what is your opinion of the second to last video?
Okay, sir. In my opinion, in the second video or the last video is, he have a bad if have bad behavior in employers. So as a leader or as a manager, you are the one who is going to put up with the behavior employers, and must to be communication with employers to find solution with employees, sir.
Okay. Okay, Wila Shola, please.
So I think this video bring up a topic that actually I think many people maybe found it simple, but actually it is quite tricky to handle, sir. So in this video, it gives some explanation and strategy on how to manage difficult employees in the workplace without resentment. So in here we can apply and use PSP strategy. So the first P is for praise. So we must be an elevator at the start of the meeting. Like what we can do is praise the person for something specific that they have done. And that was actually a good thing to bring this person up to show our appreciation and gratitude toward them. And as is for share, it is actual reason why we conducting the meeting with this person. So before telling the truth to them about their behavior, we need to start like a conversation with the sentence that means like you can do better, because the reason is to make them feel that they are not actually bad but they can do better than this. And the second praise is so praise them before leave the conversation, because we may not end a conversation by leaving someone on a negative note. That's all from me, sir.
Okay, Elisa. Okay, and how about Irfani?
For the last video, it's I learned about as you know the title. It's about how it's difficult to uh, to manage people in work in different workers. Of course, that I should know we are human, that we have a lot of like opinions, ideas, or we have different things that we that every people's that will be different, and it's will be really difficult to handle all of that in the workplace. But it's there is a people management that we should implement to manage all of this, and there is a strategies like the price share, and also it is a strategies to handle or to manage the how to manage the difficulties of the employees like in the workplace. I think that's it.
Okay, Tiffany.
Okay, so the video is basically talk about how to manage difficult employees in the workplace. The difficulties here in the video is focusing on the bad behavior or attitude of the employees. The video is also talk about how to approach that specific person and tell them that their attitude is bad, but without actually offending that person. So how to do it? We use the strategy called PSP. The P is for praise. At first, we can praise them on the things that they have done that was noteworthy right at the beginning of the conversations. It's basically we lift them up by showing the appreciation and gratitude to the person. And as is for share, after we praise them, um, we can share with that person the reason behind the conversations going on between them, which is the bad behavior or attitude that the employee has. But remember to always use this specific key phrases to ensure that the person receiving the negative feedback will have a better position to receive it, which are like you can do better. It means that the person is not actually really bad, but they are good, but they can do better. And the last P is for praise again. We have to praise that person before ending or closing the conversations, and to keep on mind that never end the conversations leaving on someone on a negative note, but leave them on a high note. Let the person know how much we appreciate them. And I think that this video is very interesting because there's possibility that we are the one who is going to face these situations. And by watching this video, we are able to know on how to do the conversations and tell the employees that they have bad attitude or behavior, but without actually offending them. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, but it is a good video. Yeah, so when you are the manager, so you must also know how to deal with your difficult employees, right? Yeah, it's not it's easy to deal with the difficult employees. Yeah, how to solve the problems, right? And so there are many ways how to solve the problem. Yeah, So that's sometimes by doing the composition and then phrasing and then etc. Okay. Okay, so this is the way and then how to discuss and then this. So today is I lead the discussion and the next week I ask you to lead the discussion. So you okay? I want to divide the task. So this book has 9 chapters. Yes, I have done the first chapter, and then I want points you directly, not by withdrawing. Yeah. So I think I start from Ipani. So Ipani. So next is chapter number 2. Yeah. So you must make a lot of question, yeah, in the YouTube videos on the topic, and then you post the question on Edmodo or on WhatsApp, so your friend can write can answer the question, and next week you read the discussion like this today. Understand, Ivani?
Sir, I would like to ask, so I should create a video and post on YouTube?
No. Now, like me, you should write a lot of questions related to topic, right? And then you find in YouTube the topic, yeah, like and you share the link, and you can ask your friend to watch the video like this, like today's, yeah, and then they ask what their opinion about this video. Not video recording, yeah. So okay. So Stephanie chapter 2, okay. Tiffany chapter 3. Yeah, okay, and then Adelia chapter 4, yeah, and then Willa chapter 5, Tasha chapter 6, Elisa chapter 7. Okay, so next week start from Ivania chapter 2, yeah. So not presentation, but you lead the discussion. It's mean that you lead your discussion like what I have done today, is right? Or this morning, yeah. Okay, do you understand? Okay,
yes,
before,
sir.
okay. So at 1 o'clock you must write your. I will distribute the code of your presentation. Your present, yeah, at 1, yeah. So you must fill your present at 1. I will give you the code of your present, yeah. Code barcodes, yeah, barcode of your presentation of your present in this lecture, yeah, in this lecture. Okay. Well, before we end this discuss, please let you give the closing comment. What have you studied? What is the conclusion of our study today? And what can you get from this topic? Okay, please from Irfani, please.
Okay, thank you, sir. So for today discussion is about people management or management pool, and I really learned about how what is people management and how to manage the people, and what is like how to be a good leader, because to implement the people management, it starts from the leaders, and it's really important to us and it's relationship to us to learn how to be a good leaders like that. And also of course to solve the problems of the difficulties, to handle difficulties of employees in the workplace.
Yeah.
It's also the solution is about to manage the people, and again it's always about the people management and about how to be great leaders. And I think it is something the key message that I learned for today, sir. Thank you.
Definitely, please.
Okay, in today's class, we are able to discuss about managing people, performance, and development. Managing people is, before we manage people, we have to do the planning first, and we have to know the expectations of a specific person so that we can manage them well accordingly. And we also learn on how to manage the people and how to deal with the problems going on with the employees. We also managed to discuss together about the questions given in the WhatsApp group. We are actively answered one by one the questions given by Pastor Adi, and we can share and voice out our own opinion about it in today's class, which is very interesting, sir. Thank you very much.
Adelia.
All right. This is the end of our today discussion about chapter 1, and the conclusion that I got is by increasing the work performance that is carrying out, a leader can be used as a coach for guiding the employee in developing the knowledge, possessed, and also skill in daily work activity. And then in this case, the leaders must be able to approach his employee. The approach itself must also also be easy to comprehend, learn, and put into practice and maintain. I think that's all from me. Thank you, and see you in the next meeting.
Okay, Vilashola, Gracia.
So from today's discussion, I got to learn that an effective people management is essential for current and emerging leaders who want to improve communication and performance in the workplace and also prepare their employees for success. I hope that by learning the skills needed to manage people, it can help me to discover my future employees' strength and also identify the employees' area for their improvement. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Tasha.
Yes, sir. So in this discussion, I got a lot of new knowledge about how to be a manage people, how to be a manage people to develop standard and 9 principle of performance management. So I hope this is useful with my future. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Elisa.
Yes, sir. What can I get from this lesson is how leaders create efficiency and engage their employer to deliver better results and leadership skill training typical encourage manager and leader to find new innovative way of developing and managing people, and how leader help to direct an organization for improving efficiency and achieve our goals. Thank you, sir.
Okay, yeah. So there are 6 students. So in this discussion, so it's good, yeah. So it means that you will get you will speak more, yeah, because there are only 6 students, yeah. So we can have a lot of discussion, yeah. Yeah. So it is the better condition for this class, yeah. Yeah, we can share, yeah, together about the topic, yeah. Share with one another. So that, so in this case, you must also have good preparation. Everyone must have good preparation, yeah, for the discussion. So you must read the book. Okay. I thank you very much for your attention and your coming. It is time for me to say goodbye. See you later next week with the second chapter. Yeah, that will be conducted by Irfani. Okay, see you later. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can leave your room.